Hey everybody, how are we doing this afternoon? Or, well, this morning. It's still morning. Forget about the afternoon. It's still morning here. Well, where I'm at anyway, but where you're at, it might be a little bit different. So, how's everybody doing this morning? I was I wasn't planning on covering Betty at all. Like I was just like I'm not going to cover Betty anymore. She done got on my last nerve. Uh, but I didn't realize there was actually more nerves to get on. She said some things today in this live that I was just like, "Oh my gosh." I was working out. I'm on my walking pad, doing my thing, and I'm just searching the, interwebs, and never go to Bullhorn Betty's page hardly ever, like because I have no interest in that. So, but I went over there to see if she's been talking any crap lately, and oh my goodness, yeah, she has. If you guys haven't heard, I guess Nina's daughter, her oldest daughter came out with a note. I don't know what's going on. You guys might have to fill me in. Hey, Mike. And Mike's like, I'm 12 hours early. And I'm like, no, it's actually 10:15 a.m. I like totally got that wrong. I had it for 10:15 p.m. So, hey, Mary Beth, I know you're at work. Hey, it's me, Tiffany. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Avery. Hey, Lisa. How you doing today? Working in the bushes. Hey, Shauna. I usually am not on this early, but I was like, "Ooh, I gotta get on." Hey, Chai. Oh, 3-day weekend. Oh, and auditing files. My, my boyfriend actually unfortunately has to work tomorrow, and I don't think he loves that so much. Hey, Lenora. KCG's in here. We got Amy. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Garrett. Let me see here. Lenora. We got Mary Beth, 8:15. Oh, 8:19 a.m. there. I said that last night, Mary Beth. I was like, I wish, because I needed more time. I felt like for the live, like I was just tired because, yesterday was a big day. And I was like, man, I could use Mary Beth's time zone right now. Thank you, Amy, for the 4.99 super sticker. That's so sweet of you. I hope you're doing well. Wake up, Maggie. Good morning. Hey, Ghoulie. Hey, PJ. Hey, Garrett. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, they asked me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm like, they asked you in person, so you would do it. I know how managers work. I used to be one, or bosses. He doesn't have a manager per se. He's in IT, but he does have a boss. He does have a boss. So let's go ahead. We'll get into it. Her live is only like an hour long, and she's in her jammy jams again. Now, I will say, I love wearing my pajamas. I do. I really do. And I may wear my pajamas on my other channel since it's more of a life vlog channel, Unfiltered with Tanya. That's going to be more of a life vlogging channel. So I could see um, having my little jammy jams on. But one thing I would have on with my jammies is a bra. And I wouldn't have a green curtain behind me. Aesthetically, it would be pleasing. But I do like the cherries, Betty. I do like the cherries. I will say that. Yeah. So I heard, and where was I this morning? I think it might actually been, it was Betty, I think, that mentioned it. I think it was Betty. But I guess Nina's daughter wrote a note about Chris. And I don't know if it's, true. Hey, Miriam. But, it's probably not true. I mean, they're picking and choosing what they're telling. So they're choosing to keep Nina's story, the one that was on Trev Time, but they're not wanting to talk about how she said Sebastian effed up her vacation. Way to lose a kid, Chris. You just effed up my vacation. They don't mention that part. They don't mention that part about her. So that is a dollar store tablecloth. Yes, you got that right. And her curtains were a little wrinkly before, but this is like way worse. This is way worse. Like, come on, Bets. She has 38,000 subscribers at this point. I don't know what is wrong with people. I really don't. The people that have their channels have been growing. It's just like, what? Huh? It's because they're putting out bull crap. But and the title is, oh my God, seriously, what an embarrassment. So she's going to talk about SF and all of that good stuff, but we'll let it play. I might put her on 1.25 because sometimes she be slow. We'll see how she sounds.
But now it's doing this whole thing where I hit the button and it just automatically goes live. I don't like it. I don't like it on my phone. I haven't been on my phone in a while. You guys are getting bedhead Betty. Like, seriously. Bedhead Betty.
Why are we getting bedhead Betty? You all know I'm usually cammed up, like I always cam up. It took me last night to get ready all of like 20 minutes just to throw on a little bit of makeup, pull my hair up, spray that thing down, and look nice for y'all. I don't get it. And the eating on the lives, the eating. Stop eating on your lives. Eat before, eat after. I don't know, but we don't want to hear you chomping on food and talking at the same time. We just don't.
Bedhead Betty. And Delilah's right.
Oh yeah, let's see who's in the chat. I like seeing who's in the chat.
Oasis. She's right here playing.
That's my dog's favorite toy. Betty. You can't have the same dog toys as me. My dog loves to chew up the pork chops. We get her one like once every 6 months to a year because they're expensive, like the big ones. Like they're like $20 for the real big one. And she'll chew that thing in like 5 seconds. But she loves it. It's like her baby.
Squeaky toys. If you're wondering why I'm this early, it's because I'm freaking awake. Okay. It seems like, oh, look who it is. Mr. Mike, our resident defense attorney. Where have you been? I don't have buttons here. I want to push a button. I feel like I need to push a button for you, Mike.
She got her buttons at Dollar Tree too. It was a special.
Big Mac Mike up in the house.
Why isn't this loading?
Get her, Delilah. Get Mike. Oh, see, I haven't seen you. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. You hurt Delilah's feelings, Mike. Uncle Mike doesn't love you anymore. Oh, I'm just
Maybe it'll load in a second.
Donna, it's nice to see you. The real me. Oh, are you getting under the covers now?
Oh, I bet it's because her live, this was just like 4 hours ago. This should be on.
Okay. Well, how are you going to play
Mr. Try, you've been a member for 4 months. Thank you. And that's awesome.
Mr. Lammy?
Hey, Jude. Hey, Sammy.
She doesn't know what to do because I
agree.
On the bed now. As you can see, I can just move the whole table. And so I got the computer right here and I got the phone right here. Okay. And so this is a big, heavy box thing, and she's not navigating around it, and she's, still on her little thingy. And
well, maybe if you weren't in the bed.
I don't know how to explain it other than weird. So good morning.
Betty. Okay, Betty. Get yourself an adjustable desk that has wheels, one of those little ones. They're kind of like those hospital like, when you're in the hospital and they put that little tray in front of you, it has the wheels and you can set your computer or whatever you want on there, your food. Get one of those, Betty. And then you can set your camera up on that. You could set your microphone if you have a microphone, which it doesn't sound like you do. You could set that up on that. I mean, they're not that expensive. I think I bought mine for like $50 and I loved it. It's actually kind of breaking on me now because I was a little rough on it. But you get what you pay for.
Morning, Donna. The real me too. Amanda, Denise. Too tired to play. Look at all you guys up so early. Oh, Jenny, it's been a little while. Perfect. It's nice to see you. Yeah. Amy, oh, good gracious. Seth Rogers. Oh, wow. Really? I can already hear. I can already hear his expressions. It is nice to see you. It is nice to see you. I got to show you guys something.
Does that mean Seth was in her chat? Because it's not showing me the chat replay. It's really making me mad.
This is not going to be like the longest live in the morning. It's way too early. This is my first cup of coffee. Like I am literally drinking my first.
Ew, her thumb just went in her coffee.
You make me feel so weird right now. You're making me feel insecure, Delilah. You keep looking at me like I'm crazy. All right.
Well, the dog knows what's up.
Lammy, she went under the covers. Guys, listen, there's before I go through anymore, we're going to get through to the topic of conversation. I will tell you that this is going to be, you guys are going to want to stay around for this because it's just this stupid. Okay. It has nothing. Well, it does have something to do with Sebastian, but nothing to do with Sebastian, but it just shows you the integrity of people.
None of this has anything to ever do with Sebastian. Sebastian's never been the focal point of this case. Not since March 4th or March 3rd, either whichever one you want to go with, the Duchess interview or the interview on the local news. But when Katie and Chris did that interview, the tide shifted. And that's what happened. Hey, SSD. Hey, Shorty.
And then we're going to, I don't know what else we're going to do. We're going to do something. I'm still half awake. So.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Music City Mom.
Graham, it's nice to see you. Yes, Seth. Wow, really? Yes. Want to be sleuthing something. Marley, it's nice to see you. The real me too. Yes. Savvy's aunt, it's nice to see you. Peggy. Scammy, it's nice to see you. Good morning. My phone that wasn't on. I'm so ashamed. The amazing Tiff, good morning. You're dressed appropriately for last night's shenanigans. Am I? What happened last night? I haven't even gotten into that. I'm laughing because of something that was posted that I've been talking about for a while, and we're going to read it. Hey, Seth, good to see you. Leah, Graham, Brenda, Linda,
Seth.
Dawn, it's nice to see you. Michelle, nice to see you. Oh, we already got 200 people in here. Wow. What in the world are you guys doing up this damn early? It's 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 6:19 to be exact. That means if you're on the West Coast, you're like at 3 o'clock in the morning, 20 minutes after 3. Why are you guys? I remember we used to always get up this early.
Yeah, you notice that she's up at 6 o'clock doing a live, and you know whose lives end around 4 or 5 in the morning? Another person on the green team. They're they're all going back to back to back to each other.
I forget so
It
much.
starts at like 8 in the morning, and I guess it ends never.
Are you freaking kidding me? Get the flip out of here, dude. We don't need that on a Friday morning, which reminds me, TGIF. We need to say a prayer for Sonia.
Oh,
I was going through some of this stuff. Sonia's been on my mind a lot.
I thought she was just going to say a prayer because they've been doing that in these, like, in the beginning of their lives. I don't know if it makes them, they think they seem more credible if they talk about God in the beginning of their lives. But no, you cannot sit there and talk about God and Jesus and then sit up there and cuss up a damn storm and then go, oh, excuse me, pastor, just don't tell my pastor, my preacher. And then the other one, she's like, I'm a Christian. And then she will straight F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb. You're a bitch, F-bomb.
Struggling. She just in rapid succession, she lost her sister, which is very important.
That's sad.
And then her cat. And I just can't.
Oh, that's super sad.
It's just hard, And so I hope everybody keeps Sonia, Mr. and Mrs. E, Middle E. We've got a lot of people here struggling in silence. Some that we know are struggling. Just keep everybody in your prayers. God moves mountains. He really does. And, a lot of our prayers are geared,
for good people.
Towards Sebastian and finding Sebastian. And I think we should be taking the little gifts that we do get. And I think the gifts that we're getting here lately is the gift of clarity. I really feel like we are here and we are having the gift of clarity. It seems like every time one of these people that are hired or elicited or just rotten people that protect bad people make a statement, it's really now not as important as it once was. One, but moreover, it's really drowning. I feel like people are starting to see the light and see the way. I'm starting to notice it on X. And we've been talking about, because we know that unscrupulous PI has been a terrorist of these cases for some time, dating all the way back to Kylie Rodney. And he's caused so much problems. But what I've always had a problem with, and you guys have heard me bring it up, is his lack of actually finding people. Yet he's promoting, he's embellishing how many people he's found. And what he does is he sits there behind the computer, he puts a missing flyer up, and then when they're found, he goes in there and says, oh, I found her, or we found her. And he puts the mark up there that he found this person, and now he has another person under his belt that he found.
I've never seen him do that, but okay.
And he did that unchecked for 3 years, despite me condemning him and saying there's no way. I have done my research. You guys know me. I dug deep.
You don't
I could not find any articles of this man being involved in these cases. The ones that he is involved in, like Dylan Rounds, he dirty deleted the whole case. He's dirty deleted most of the stuff that makes him look bad because he doesn't want to attach him. And then he goes on here and says, oh, really? Prove it to me. Prove that I said that, because he deleted it. He went through it. And this is how dirty and scummy this guy is.
I know a lot of YouTubers that delete videos and private them too.
Right? And so now he does this yet again. And not only was called out. Oh,
yeah. Listen, if you're on Twitter, you're going to know this name. If you are in Sebastian's case and you're on Twitter, you're going to know this girl. And this girl is so unhinged that she's about to talk about. Ghetto chick, if you're listening to this, go seek medical attention now. Not tomorrow, not 5 minutes from now. Now. Like, you should have gotten it months ago. She trolls so bad. She's on every comment, just like loving Hong, loving Nick, loving that all. I mean, just loving them all. It's really disgusting. It's very desperate looking.
with receipts. So just
Let's
recently,
go there and see the receipt.
this is what he posted.
Let me go look her up.
We found her. We found Laura, and she is safe. I just left her in the care of someone close to her, and she has spoken on the phone with her mother. This was what he had just posted. We found her. Thank you, everyone. She is safe. Well, lo and behold, somebody decided to reach out. Let me find it. Somebody decided to reach out to this family, and come to find out, she was in a hospital and came home. He didn't find her. He didn't locate her. He didn't drive her home. He didn't do anything. Nobody did.
There's no proof of this. There's like this. This is the proof. This is what is this? What is this crap? What is this, Cash App or something? I mean, there's a dollar sign here. I don't even know what this is. What kind of receipt is this? It's not a receipt at all.
Her family said they did not realize she was in the hospital, which was away from her home. And when she got released, she came home on her own. That's the true story. And here he is taking a victory lap. And this is a good example of everything that I have been trying to say to everybody. This man lies through his teeth. He's embellishing his work record. He's embellishing his experience. He's embellishing everything. Now, let me go in here. I've been saving a lot of stuff. Ghetto chick on X. It says, you lying son of a bitch. You sick excuse for a human. You found no one, Steve Fisher. Thank you, Val Gal Social. And she sent it to at night. So what had happened is it appears either Ghetto Chick or somebody else had reached out to Laura Jazenskate. Am I saying her last name right? From Santa Monica, California, 30 years old, disappeared, last seen on January 7th. He's taking a victory lap and stating that he found her. Well, listen to this. This is a text message from her family. Who found her? Oh my God. And I don't know if this is her sister or a family, a friend or what. It's Melissa Rodriguez. She kind of found herself. She was discharged from the hospital and made it home. Didn't realize what had happened.
Okay,
and
no.
So this person said, did Steve Fisher find her? Someone said he found her and took her to her mom's. No, her mother.
No, there's no way that she was missing for that long. And they didn't first call the hospitals and the jails to see if she was there. They would have found her as soon as they did that. I don't know the whole story, but I do know that they call the hospitals and the jails first. So they would have got a hold of her. She wouldn't have been lost. She wouldn't have been missing for as long as she was. Now, if Steve had anything to really do with, like, you know, finding her is one thing, but he was, I guess, on that team. And if she came home, technically, then yeah, they succeeded in finding her. Technically, they succeeded in finding her. I mean, it's just, that's what it is.
Isn't in California currently. Laura made it home on her own. I emailed you a video. Okay, let me go over to my email.
Oh God, come on, Betty.
Okay. All right, give me just a second. Let me download it.
Oh, just a sec. Just give me a second. Just a sec. Bear with me.
All right, let's listen to this. Where's my volume? Hold on, let me pause it. Okay, I think I had my volume off because I was at the meeting yesterday and I was doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing at the meeting, like work.
I know that Riley
What work?
decided to do a video.
You don't work. She doesn't have a job. What is she talking about? Work. This ain't a job, Betty. You degrading and exploiting a child and his parents is not a fucking job, Betty. It's just not. You couldn't work in the public. Betty, like seriously, you could not work with the public. You have gotten people fired from their jobs. You have made scenes at places. You have planted evidence. You have done so much horrible things for the true crime community. You're not true crime. And tell BJ she's not neither. Because I'm sick of hearing it from every other angle that we're true crime. We're true crime. No. You're not. You're just not.
Literally sending her a text message asking her, okay.
Is that Seth?
I mean, every day they are drama in the beginning of their stream, middle of their stream, or the end of their stream.
Me and you, Seth. I think that's your. Oh, Shay, you're up entirely too early too.
I don't know why my
Everybody's up entirely
replay
too
won't
early.
work.
We don't get the gift of Bullhorn Bedhead Betty very often anymore. It was the theme in 2023, and I kind of got away from it, but I kind of like it. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like the Bedhead Betty look. And the little cherries. I'm so cute with my little sidekick Delilah and Lammy.
You're so cute. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Betty looks cute right now. She's talking about a child. Well, not at the moment, but she was talking about. She's talking about missing people in her pajamas, in her bed with the green screen behind her, or green tablecloth. I mean, she couldn't even take off her glasses and act like she put contacts in or something. Do you know what I mean? Pull your hair up, Betty. Just pull it up. Pull it up on your head. It would look way better pulled up than just letting it go. I mean, Betty, you're stressed out. You're losing your hair and stuff. We need to talk.
We need to check into CP. Apparently, he beat his with a hand. We've known about Diana. We've known about CP for quite some time.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
There's a reason why I was singled out. You know, I have a lot of information on him. I've got a lot of
Whatever.
information on his entire family.
That is not why you were singled out. They do not care what information you have on them. They just want their boy brought home. They do not care about you over here dishing the tea.
We've known what direction we've been going in the right direction since the beginning of
No, you have not.
Yes, we know about his past. That was one of the a very important key detail in this case that we learned that early on, that he was very violent toward his ex-wives.
Hey, go Bulldogs! Just so happened that you said she sounds like she looks like she smells. Well, she's had 44 encounters with the police, and we went through them one time. Well, another creator did, and I was listening in, and on probably a quarter to half of those, they marked her appearance as dirty. Her appearance. A cop actually marked her appearance, took the time to mark it as dirty, and then the other reports didn't have it marked as anything. So she dirty.
But the hammer and stuff, we knew that one of his ex-wives were hurt very badly. We didn't know to the extent. I will be honest with you. The hammer's new. I didn't know about the hammer, but we definitely knew that
whatever.
It was, pretty bad because he
never hit no one with no hammer. You are got to be friggin' kidding me. He'd be in jail. He would be in jail. Are you ridiculous, Betty?
Rumor that I heard.
Listen to this.
He thought he unalived her. And as soon as he took her to the hospital, the VA hospital, he took off. That's the story I got. Now,
let's go.
I heard was he thought he unalived her.
He unalived her. His own sister. And Seth is not taking up for nobody in the freaking chat. The live chat finally pulled up.
And as soon as he took her to the hospital, the VA hospital, he took off. That's the story I got. Now, I'm sure that there's parts of what I've said that are probably inconsistent with the reality of it. But again, it's secondhand information.
Look at that. Inconsistent, meaning not true.
But I think the overall abuse is real. To what extent, we don't know. But I know it was significant. Okay, let me listen to this. Okay, me and you said this.
Because Skip was scared from the death threat.
The way that my navigation carries me.
Okay, what I'm telling you that?
Vanessa.
And so me being the person,
I don't know what that is.
All my volunteers that are
I
helping.
think I boost this now. I don't really.
She did a thing. I mean, saying it was with Skip.
To the hospital, the VA hospital.
What was that? I'm gonna boost the sound.
That's the story I got. Now, I'm sure that there's parts of what I've said that are probably inconsistent with the reality of it. But again, it's secondhand information. But I think the overall abuse is real. To what extent, we don't know. But I know it was significant. Okay, let me listen to this. Okay, me and you said this.
Because
No. Okay, so she just said it's not significant. Oh my God.
she was scared from the death threat.
The way that my navigation carries me.
I'm trying to hear what he says right there. Can you understand what he's saying?
Scared from the death threat.
The way that my navigation carries me.
Let me do the closed captioning.
From the death threat.
Direct the way that my navigation carries me.
Way my navigation carries me.
Well, I'm telling you that.
Sinestro.
What?
Said this.
Because Skip was scared from the death threat.
Direct the way
Because Skip, or maybe he was scared from the death threats.
that my navigation carries me.
Way my navigation carries me.
Well, I'm telling you that.
Sinestro. Direct.
And so me being the person
I don't know what that
and
is.
all my volunteers that are helping me to stay safe. She did a thing on me saying it was weird. She thought I had somebody watching her hotel. Who the hell does she think she is?
Skip.
Oh, Riley. Riley. Is that what she said? We drove to a safe location. We made reports to Nashville PD, whom came out. Before PD arrived, I returned Seth's phone call and skipped listening to the entire thing on speaker. Seth told me someone informed him I looked scared when I got back to my hotel room. I told him no and asked him who told him that. He said, I got people, etc. He also said normally people are scared when they get death threats.
Here, let me, oops.
I don't trust Riley Lively. I can tell you that. I
There's a lot
Never
of
have.
other things just to kick off, find out what's really going on.
She writes, this is after we made our report and after Skip spoke with TBI agent unrelated to Sebastian's case. Another phone call with Seth was also captured on police body cam where Skip caught Seth in other myths, truths. We did not know what to believe at this point with the, where is this coming from? I don't understand this. And why? I think this is coming from March 29th, 2024 from Riley Lively. I know who she is. I don't really care for her. She's caused problems just about every case I've had. I didn't even really want to do the Idaho 4 because her and some other people were in it, that whole documentary, but I went ahead and went through it with it anyways because, like I said, there's just people in true crime that shouldn't be in true crime. And she is one of them. She is nothing but somebody that likes attention. She only got involved with the United Cajun Navy so she could get her picture. That's the kind of lady this woman is. She's always seeking attention. I really don't care for her. Can I work with her? Yeah, I can work with her, but I don't care for her. Michelle, I'll call you anytime. Yeah. I'd like to review this. What is this about?
I can tell you that right now. All this nonsense, and I don't care who's got anything to do with it, but a digital footprint is indisputable. And a digital footprint.
Okay.
Digital footprint is indisputable. And it's going to everything that is going on.
Whose voice is that? Is that Stevens? Me and you, that's what I thought. Yeah. There's somebody that's speaking. But again, I don't trust Riley Lively. She literally is the definition of trauma on TikTok. As a matter of fact, she keeps bouncing back and forth whether she's going to cover true crime anymore because she's just that shitty. And trust me, she knows how I feel because I won't talk to her unless there's a major problem. You know, I'll work with whoever during whatever. But Riley Lively, in my opinion, is just she's not good at what she thinks she's good at. You know what she's good at? She's good at putting lipstick on and trying to act like she's pretty. What she's not good at is being a sleuther or getting a lot of stuff right. She
Betty, women stick together. Why are you saying because you don't look good with makeup, with or without makeup? You got to put the biggest, highest filter on your face on TikTok app. That's where those filters are coming from. Those filters ain't coming from their StreamYard. We ain't got that shit like that.
She's a joke, in my opinion.
You're a joke. You're a joke. Do we need to repeat what you've done in cases? Planting evidence in Gabby Petito's murder. For one.
And like I said, I've known her for years because Chronicles of Olivia and her are friends. She tried to, Chronicles of Olivia worked side by side with me for literally 2 years. And that bitch right there, that sneaky little bitch, decided she wanted to get into the Chronicles of Olivia's ear and start bad mouthing me. Big mistake, boo-boo. Somebody can clip that.
Wow.
And send that to Riley Lively because maybe she didn't know I know. But she definitely, bye, boo-boo. Some of these people, I'm happy TikTok's going away because it'll shut their freaking mouth.
It's not going to shut their mouth, Betty, you dumbass. They're all going to come to YouTube. That's what they've been talking about. People from TikTok, that's all they're talking about is coming to YouTube. Do you know what you're going to be if those people come over here from TikTok? You are going to be a little fleck, like you already are, like a little piece of fish food, even smaller. Like literally, there are people on TikTok that have millions of followers that follow them for true crime content, and they're dressed and their lives.
To be honest with you, but another part of me, I won't lie, right? I won't lie.
I'm just
But
trying
isn't
to see
that
who's in the
freaking
chat.
insane? Let's get back to a brass tacks. Boo boo. I started saying that since I got Delilah because that's what she says. But can you believe this guy?
Because that's what she says. Delilah talks. She just said that's what Delilah says.
Boo boo. I started saying that since I got Delilah because that's what she says. But can you
Because that's what she said. Your dog talks? Oh, Betty, you need to go get help.
believe this guy? He literally, let me put the X up. I'm going to bring this around. Hold on, let me put another X up. I want you guys to read this stuff.
Hey, Aries.
Bull junk. This bull junk. Oh, and Mike Damon is throwing a lot of stuff out there too. Mike Damon's throwing a lot of stuff out there.
Who the heck are these
Which is
people?
damaging. Here it is. There's SF. This is what he says. This one I think is I don't know if it's this one right here. He goes back to his missing person flyer. Remember, all he does is these aren't even from him. Oh, I guess it is. There it is. He sits around house and designs his freaking flyers and then acts like he found people. So let's look at this. So he says that this person, Laura Jazenskate, I think is pronunciated right. He says, and then he writes in here.
She does this right here to be like JLR. Get StreamYard, Betty. You freaking broke person. And the computer she's using, her subscribers bought her that too. Man, that must be
Writes
nice.
in here. We found her. You see that? We found her. Thank you, everyone. She's safe. Look at the one right below. Look at this one. Look at this fraud. We found Laura and she's safe. I just left her in the care of someone close. Look at this lie. He just left her in the care of someone close to her, and she has spoken on the phone with her mother. Okay. Now we're learning. Did Steve find her? Someone said he found her and took her to her mom's or took her home. But she's saying, no, her mother isn't in California. Currently, Laura made it home on her own. How did she do that? Because she kind of found herself. She was discharged from the hospital and made it home. Didn't realize what happened. Didn't realize what happened. Hold on. What? Hold on. Let me get this back over here to me. There we go. Give me. Oh. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. So I was getting some clarification on that. But again, I'm not going to go beat a dead horse on Riley Lively. I don't like her. I don't care for her. She's a drama queen. She lies about a lot of shit that she passes off as true and backtracks. That's why people kicked her out of true crime. She was bullied so much on TikTok, which I'm going to tell you, I do not believe in that nonsense. I don't think anybody should be bullied. But she was so bad that like literally people made fun of her and she couldn't handle it anymore. Like if I couldn't handle getting made fun of, then I would have checked out off of social media for a long time before this. Dispatch Crystal says SF can't even talk correctly. It's word salad. I know. But now you know how he acquired. What does he say on this? He's been saying, I swear, I think he just changes the date because he says 20. Oh, he changed it from 15 people. He had 15 people all this time. He has now changed his flag at the top. 23 missing people found since 2023. So he's basically saying in the last year, he's found 23 people. I'm going to need receipts on that. Somebody needs to reach out to the Lore Lodge and let him know that he is misrepresenting himself. Somebody screen capture this. Go back to, if you guys know about the Wayback Machine, go back just a week and see how this just jumped up 8 missing people in a matter of a week. We're going to need to screen capture that. Because that's part of his violations of his license. And I'm going to need to know the list of those people, right? We're not going to reach, well, no, we would reach out to him. We are going to fact check the crap out of SF, because if people are so happy that he found their children, they'll be willing to talk. I bet you he has not one scintilla of receipts, because the receipt we just recently saw has been debunked. And I keep wondering, did he put Laura up there in that 23? Because he certainly did not find this lady, just like he did not find those other 23 people. SF, I'm going to say here, I'm not going to say allegedly, come sue me, because I'd like to know. I'd like the discovery on this. I'm pretty sure we're going to be digging in your life anyways, but I'd like to know who these 23 people are, because I guarantee you cannot list 23 people. And I guarantee you, when we do our fact finding, there ain't 23 people standing behind you, bro. You are a liar, 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 liar. Do you guys really want this nonsense? This guy is fucked up in the head, and I'm not going to say anything different. He is a fucked up individual. There is something seriously wrong with SF Investigates. Steve Fisher from Santa Monica, California. Certainly is. He's a private investigator, so his license requires his name, yet he intentionally spells his name wrong. So his license is appear. Requires his name, yet he intentionally spells his name wrong. So his licenses appear to be, because he's given me the name Stephen with a V and Stephen with a PH. I literally have screenshots from 2022 and 2023 when he tried to tell me, when I told him he didn't have a license in California, it showed Stephen with a V, not a PH. And then he said, oh, well, that's because my name was spelled wrong. So I went and looked. And then when we looked at the one in Tennessee, it was spelled differently than his lawful legal name in California. It didn't make sense.
Show us the proof, Betty.
So I question this man, because Stephen Fisher is a name. I'm pretty sure that he has conned somebody. I don't think he has the proper. I mean, this guy's a freaking predator, in my opinion. He likes women that are naked. That's what his problem is with women. Look at all those beautiful women he couldn't even touch. He had to take pictures of their boobs and their bodies, and he couldn't touch them. Nobody wanted them. They probably were disgusted.
He took pictures of people, and they weren't like fully nude. I don't think they were very like classy pictures. And Betty, don't be upset because you ain't got the body now. You're getting a little too old to be doing those kind of pictures.
That was the photographer, right? And he's trying to proclaim he's got a girlfriend. All I can say to her is run. This man's disgusting. This man is disgusting. But
look at you. You're saying that someone is disgusting while you are scratching your armpit, Betty. Look at this. Are you serious?
Hey, say to her is run. This man's disgusting. This man is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay, you know what? Let us find out who she is. We'll drag her right down to the gutter with him.
Betty, I think you need a bath.
He's a piece of shit. I hope he sues me for that so I can get into his discovery. I mean, I've been waiting for a lawsuit from Steve Fisher. How many times has he said he's going to sue me? Come on. What the fuck is going on here? How many times has he said he's going to sue me now? He's coming to sue me.
Do you see how these people, their true colors come out? They act like these big Christian people, right? And then you hear them saying the F-bomb and just any cuss word they can say and being racist and being homophobic and all the things. But we're all supposed to not talk about that.
I think Bert Toastbrand tried to get clickbait on like 3 different incidences, but he's a liar. We need to send Aiden all these. You guys do, because he's supposed to be going on there in 3 days.
Oh, wait a minute, Betty. Hold on. Who did the video debunking Betty? Betty's the one that wrote the she's the one that wrote the injunction. Now I gotta find, I don't remember who had the clip. I watched it, I thought this morning. Let me see. If I go to my history. I probably watched a lot of stuff. Oh, I was looking for songs for the channel though. See it. Okay, we'll let this play and I'll look. Wait, what was this? There it is. Okay. So our girl Body Moving, if you don't know who Body Moving is, she's a really nice, really nice person. She can sleuth like no other. And she decided to just take a look, she wanted to take a look at that One World Corp and that injunction, and maybe figure out who wrote that injunction, right? Because we all knew it was somebody on the green team that wrote that injunction. We knew that didn't come from Joseph Lesniak, right? So let's watch Body Moving's video. I'm going to put this link in the chat. That if you want to go over, subscribe to her. She has the whole timeline and everything. So watch this. There's no volume. But she's going down to the news conference. She's going to go down to the injunction or exhibits. I'm sorry, the exhibits right here. And that's the PDF file that we all went over. Now she's doing some sleuthy stuff. I don't even know what she's doing. But this was on Burnt Toast last night. They found this out. So that's the exhibits. When you open it up, you can go over to the menu and you can scroll down to protection. Or I'm sorry, document something. And look, Andra, title, file, exhibit 1, title, Andra Griffin exhibits. Author, Nick Hasvidsut. I don't know how to say his last name. So yeah. No lawyer wrote up that document that they put Bruce Castor and Joseph Lesniak's name on. Now, I don't know how illegal that is, but that's illegal. That's definitely illegal. It's just crazy. Like crazy. Okay, now we'll go back to Betty.
I don't believe this guy's going to show up. I really don't. I think he's going to have Aiden holding the bag. I think that this guy's going to crawl under a rock. I mean, he's like literally, have you noticed he went from like literally posting all day, every day to now posting 1 or 2 things in the last week? This guy is feeling the pressure because everybody's looking into it.
He's sick of the drama. Hong was on a manic freaking spree for 3 days. What are you talking about, Betty?
We know that he does not have the work requirements for half of his PI license. So we're just working through that process to corroborate.
Like you and your press pass?
That we know he's violated his license on multiple levels in Tennessee specifically because we went over the statutes of that. And then
you don't even have a correct press pass. You just wear a badge around your neck.
And now that he's moved his numbers up from 15 to 23, that further shows his manipulation and deceit. So I think that these patterns will be very well documented and have been well documented dating all the way back to 2021. Now he has, like I said, deleted a lot of stuff, especially around Dylan Rounds. This was where he started threatening.
When the fires first started and SF was out there, Betty said there was no fires. Betty tried to say the fires weren't happening. Yeah.
Threatening Dylan Rounds' mother. And he's going to go out there and said, I will pay $25,000 for you to prove that. Well, then when I go into his account and find out everything has been deleted related to the case in which he basically extorted the family, he removed any type of flyer or everything. So I decided to check out Candace Rounds, because he has said multiple things that I know for an absolute fact that I read on his page. So I checked Candace Rounds. I also checked Dylan Round, and the amount.
Why were you looking at his page back in the Dylan Rounds case? Are you stalking him, or do you like his content? Because there'd be a reason for you to keep going over there.
Of deleting that man has done on his account also shows a very concerning pattern that he tries to hide his criminal conduct. And but it doesn't really matter. It's on the database in X, and it's very much discoverable. I saw SF's ridiculous letter, knew there was a reason to avoid. Yeah. And then he stops talking on X. He didn't mind being so ballsy and telling everybody he knows better. He knows better. He knows better. And it's like, hey, you're becoming an accessory after the fact at this point. And
maybe Chris and Katie said, don't give him any like clout.
And he's still too stupid to realize that's what he has become. And now he's actually trying to help. You know, that PI license only has so much protection of him. What he's doing is going outside of his license. And now he's putting himself in legal jeopardy. But hey, we're the ones. And I just found out, listen to this. I just found out that GW just got another attorney. Apparently she's saying that her attorney stole from her. Okay. At least there's some rumors in the, that I've been hearing. Now, I don't know. I didn't go specifically and look on my own. Right. But it apparently, according to the docket, she's got a new attorney. But I thought they said this case was gone. If this case is so gone, the civil Rico case is gone, then why would she need a new attorney? In my opinion, SF reminds me of someone who will.
No one said that the Rico was gone.
Get enough info and evidence from KP, then collect the reward. Oh no, this man ain't collecting jack shit. That may have been his intention at the beginning, but now he's just like always. He's too filled with hate. He's too filled with showing everybody on this side that he's right, but he's not. And you can't scream or write a strongly worded letter your way into the answer. I mean, like it seems
like you did an injunction.
Seems like he thinks that his voice raises supreme. Like, dude, I used to be part of the strongly worded letter campaign as well, right? Back in my days, I've written a lot of strongly worded letters. So what? But he wants to post those letters on X because it's not about winning. All it is about drama and attention.
It's not about winning. What are we winning? What's the prize?
He's so narcissistic, he's got to have the attention. He truly, in his sick mind, believes he's better than law enforcement, believes he's better than Dog the Bounty Hunter, believes he's better than...
He is better than Dog the Bounty Hunter because he can actually run after somebody.
He's that sick. He's that sick. I'm glad the man ain't around me because I'm telling you, I am in fear for my safety. If I ever see SF investigates, I just want to let you know, I am in fear of my personal safety. So if he comes within arm's reach...
He would never come within arm's reach of you. He'd be running from you if he saw you.
Of me, I will defend myself. Just making sure.
Oh my gosh.
I do not want that man around me. I have made it crystal clear.
Why is she making it like he's threatened her?
On this platform and every other platform, that guy better stay at least 2 football fields away from me.
He technically doesn't have to.
I'm going to let you know, SF, I fear for my safety. If I see you in my personal sphere, I'm going to make sure you're out of my personal sphere.
I bet you won't get a protection order.
So just stay away.
She's saying she's going to shoot him, in my opinion, because that's what she has as guns. So you come close to her. If you're within 2 football fields around her, SF, she's going to probably try to shoot you.
Good morning, I am Team Summer. Any chance you will move on from the BS and search for Sebastian again? No one out. You know what? This is it. Elser, I'm done.
Oh, Elser. What that was a good question. Because people want you to stop with the drama. Because people are done with your drama and they're asking the right questions.
What? This is it.
Let me
move on from.
Listen to this.
Me. Good morning.
Because she knows this is the only way she is going to make any money.
I am Team Summer. Any chance you will move on from the BS and search for Sebastian again? No one out. You know what? This is it. Elser, I'm done.
So because they asked, Betty, are you going to be done with the drama and start searching for Sebastian again? She's like, nope, you're out of here. You're blocked. You're freaking disgusting. You are a disgusting, vile person, Betty. And I don't talk like that about people, but you are vile.
I'm done.
How about using them snake boots that somebody spent $200 on and put them on your feet and get out there and search for the kid?
Okay.
And take Seth with you.
But you've been driving me nuts in my chat for days. So
Elsa, we like you.
Happy here. Maybe just move on to another channel. I'm sure there's plenty of hate channels out there that you would like.
Hate channels. That's what we all are. Hate channels. If we're not about Seth, then we're a hate channel. I'm not a hate channel.
Like a lot better. Sending love and prayer for Sonia. Thank you, nerdy girl. That's really sweet. I appreciate that. So that's kind of where we're at this morning. That's why I wanted to come here and say, you're not going to believe this, because at the end of the day, this guy yet again lied about finding someone. And if this is not receipts, proof in the pudding that those 23 people he's listing, and there is a spot on his, and we were like I said, we've got supporting evidence. There are spots on his when it comes to Tennessee and his license. One of the violations is embellishing his resume. That means him telling people he found people that he didn't find. That is a violation of his license. And so I believe he's violating every single license he possesses that is in his possession, custody, and control. But I don't think he's going to really have a
just like your credentials for your press pass
license after, I think within 12 months, he's not going to be considered a private investigator. He'll be a public investigator, as he's always been. But I think he will be stripped of his his PI license.
And public investigator. Has anyone ever heard of that?
And once it's stripped in one state, I'm pretty sure all the other states will follow suit because of this. I mean, what he's doing is unethical. It's unprofessional. It gives PIs a bad name. And there's people like Jason Jensen and like the PIs that are working for Seth Rogers. You never hear from Seth's PI. You guys wouldn't know if Seth's PI is what age this.
I don't think he has a PI.
Person is, what color they are, what their ethnicity is, what their religion is, whether they're male or female. Nobody on this platform knows who Seth's PI is.
Because he doesn't have one, because his ass would tell.
That we have a private investigator nobody knows about, but we're constantly producing leads and information and investigating things. And then you have this Yahoo that has to be in the middle of everything and gets literally everything wrong. He hears a rumor. He thinks it's true. He goes out there and states it. He posts a flyer of a missing person. They're found. He claims that he found them. That is the MO of this Yahoo, this unscrupulous PI.
Stop saying that word. What'd you guys do? All learn the same word? Like, people do that. Have you noticed that? They all will learn the same word and then they all use it. You're not going to hear me over here saying unscrupulous.
And we are not done exposing this piece of shit yet. There's more to come. But I can tell you at the end of the day, his own behavior and actions are going to be the death of him, right? So to speak.
Your behavior and your actions are going to send you to jail here soon, Betty. How about that? You thinking about that? You spiraling a little? You want someone to go jail with you?
It's his own self that's going to ruin his own life. The clock is ticking against him. I think he knows that. I think that's exactly why he's gotten so quiet. So hopefully he starts doing the right thing. But see, I don't think he even understands what a PI is or how a PI is supposed to be conduct their business. And that's why he is not conducting himself appropriately, because he's never had the experience or the mentor that is required, especially for Florida. You have to be mentored for 2 years before you're eligible for a PI license. And we know this knucklehead did not stay at any, because he's smarter than everybody else. So there's no way that this man stayed and had another private investigator vouch for him. I bet you he probably fraudulently, because he's so quick about telling everybody that they signed fraudulently, right? We definitely know got him dead to rights for signing documents fraudulently in the in a federal suit against me up there for the Copyright Complaint Board. He filed an action against me in somebody else's name. So he doesn't mind forging people's names. He doesn't mind. And I can attest to this.
I want to see proof of that.
Because this experience I personally had with this motherfucker.
Whoa! Betty! Whoa! The real Betty shining through. Look at her. Look at that. Oh, someone screenshot that. Oh my God. Now that's a picture. Now that is a picture. I got to take a picture of this screen. Look at this. She mad. She big mad.
Experience I personally had with this motherfucker. And I can tell you that he forged documents. He forged signatures in a federal suit committing federal crimes. I know that for a fact. You cannot
So why isn't he in jail for these federal crimes that he's committed?
dispute it. We have receipts. And now we got him accusing somebody else of fraudulently signing somebody's name. No, he did that. And we have him fraudulizing how many people he found. So you know what? I'm going to say that this unscrupulous PI is a fraud. Okay? You see how that works? He's a fraud. And he literally exploits the families of the missing.
Yeah.
And everybody seems on
I'm sorry. That's not even funny. That's not even a laughing matter. But it's like real, Betty. Really? Do y'all hear like these creators? Do they hear what they're saying? You have done nothing but milk this case for all it's worth, to the point where you have 4 protection orders out on you, Betty. I gotta play her again.
he's a fraud.
You're a fraud.
And he literally exploits the families of the missing.
That's all she's ever done. Oh my, that's
And
pure
everybody
gold.
seems on here that is so concerned about tragedy pimping, allowing this tragedy pimp to run the streets on X. Well, we're taking that back. We're taking that power and that control back.
No, we're not, Betty. Let him do what he wants on X.
Because let's face it, he's only got one platform. It's X. This is where we need to be to bring reality and truth and transparency to him. And guess what's happening? Right now, there's a whole team of people bringing truth and reality and transparency to that man.
What, Nick and his fake freaking lawyers and his fake freaking business?
And their camp over here on X or over there on X is having a meltdown because they were hook, line, and sinker with this man. Hook, line, and sinker. So that's my statement. That's what I wanted to tell you. He's wherever I'm sitting. Do not listen to this unscrupulous guy for your news on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. You want your news on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Let me tell you how you get your news on
come to
Sebastian
you.
Wayne Drake Rogers. Smiley's World, Justin Hall.
I just went to Granny's watching page. I got
Right,
so
right.
mad.
I guess
I clicked and then it went to the last page I was at. No. Hold on.
Star Child. I think we're not enough info.
We're not going to those people. I was so mad I couldn't click the freaking space bar fast enough. Oh my gosh. Betty. If you guys want news on Sebastian Rogers' case, go to the local news. Only the local news or national news or whatever. You're not going to find anything on YouTube. Sitting in lives for hours on end. Those people are doing those lives for money. It's all about the money. It's not about finding Sebastian anymore. It's never been. It's never been. And tell me I'm wrong. The people that call out the bullshit and the people that are creating the bullshit, they're all doing it. Hell, I'm even doing it, and partly right now, just by even giving Betty any airtime.
Right. Yeah, I guess that's right. Not enough info, Star Child. I think I honestly believe people are pulling several different things and making it fit. I'm monitoring the green hoodie and the information related to the green
Oh yeah,
hoodie.
this is where it goes.
I don't know if it's a significant point in this case because we've been deceived by law enforcement. This is the bad part
We haven't been
about law
deceived.
enforcement deceiving the public. When law enforcement deceives the public, then the public no longer trusts what's coming out of law enforcement's mouth. So we've already been deceived about the trash truck. We understand why they were trying to deceive us. I mean, to me, I feel like it is.
Seth Rogers himself has said it was a trash truck and to get over it to people. Seth said it was a trash truck.
very much critical and key information that goes to the direct integrity of the investigation, first and foremost. So I do believe that light video was a lot more than it should have been. And I know that I think they had to downplay it because at that time they were still working with Chris and Katie, right? So you want to keep.
They still are working with Chris and Katie.
If I was in their position, in my understanding of law enforcement, you want to keep a good relationship with the subject. You want to keep them talking. You don't want them shutting down or getting law, like an attorney or anything like that. You really want to make the gel with them. And this was a very intense situation. So I understand why they did what they did, but they did what they did, and it lost the trust of people. So now when they tell the public the truth, we have to double check to make sure, because we don't trust them anymore. We know that this case is high profile. We know that some evidence that
this case is not very high profile at all. It's not. It's dead in the water. Nobody in national news or local news has covered this case. The local news will cover when it's another month goes by. Month number 10, month number 11 without Sebastian, that kind of stuff. But the national news that that dog, and Nick the Hat promised that they were going to bring in, we have yet to see that. We have yet to see any national news. This case, nobody knows about this case other than people on YouTube. It's literally us. We're the only people. If I were to tell one of my friends, if I were to ask one of my friends, do you know who Sebastian Rogers is? Nope. I asked my brother during Thanksgiving, hey, have you heard about Sebastian Rogers' case? Missing boy out of Tennessee? Nope. He said, nope. And he watches true crime.
Went directly to the integrity of the investigation, was leaked. We know that they tried to put the genie back into the bottle and it didn't work. And because they were trying to put the genie back into the bottle, they discredited themselves to a lot of us. And it makes it more, not discredited, but it was a known lie. And now we have to wonder, will they deceive us again? Are they trying to throw us off with this information? So this is where that distrust kind of comes in my opinion, because they've been caught being dishonest with the public. Once law enforcement does that, them trying to tell us anything from this point forward ain't going to work, because we want receipts. We want to fact find it. We want to double check it. And we want to make sure that we're telling our audience, because we are not mainstream media. Mainstream media, they have no problem lying to their audience. They have no problem intentionally throwing their audience off.
They cannot do that. They cannot sit there and lie, because they could be sued.
No problem doing that, because
that's why they're not touching this case, because it's a bunch of crap. I mean, it's a bunch of idiots running around saying they're true crime and, going live twice a day or more and just sitting there talking about each other. But Sebastian's in the hashtags. Sebastian's in the title. But it's only them just talking about each other, or they're not even talking about Sebastian at all. They're talking about something else that has nothing to do with it.
Have no problem. They don't believe. I believe in free press. Like, my government has no right to tell me what I can cover, where I can cover, what I can say, how I can say it.
We do. It's defamation.
Tried in Sumner County. I'm sure they're about to get schooled. You can't do that. We already heard from Brandon Carter from Dam's office. We got another. We got another one. Hold on. I forgot we do have some other breaking news. Crap. How can I forget that? But we know that they're getting
breaking news.
Even Brandon Carter.
Breaking news would be finding Sebastian.
Was telling somebody, we can't tell you what to say. So they're getting the clue. But there for a while, they thought that they could strong arm, because we're social media, not mainstream media. They thought they could strong arm us and shut us down and shut our mouths down, which they realized there is a very swift and major opposite reaction when you do something like that to social media, a social media personality, because we truly do believe in a free press. That means you don't tell me what the hell to say to my audience.
Oh God, Betty.
How to investigate.
You already have people doing that for you with your little welcome packet. It must be nice to get a packet that tells you like what to go over, what to cover, what to say, when to get off your live. So yeah.
Do investigative reporting on cases I'm covering for my audience.
Investigative reporting. Oh my God. She hasn't investigated anything.
My government does not get to do that. That is a major overstep. And that's something, if you don't know me out of anything, you don't screw with my constitutional rights. That is one thing you do not do, because you know what? When law enforcement starts doing that, they're no different than the criminals they throw into jail.
Oh, she mad.
And I will stand behind that, and I will state that from every rooftop I can. I'm not the one. I will tell you that.
I am not the one.
I am not the one. All right, I'm trying to learn this whole X thing. I'm trying to figure out where my history is. Where are my saved files? I have to go through here. Give me just a second. Let me find out where the hell my saved shit is. Bookmarks. There we go. Okay. Here it is. This was from Find Sebastian Rogers. Detective Brandon Carter from Sumner County Sheriff's Office allegedly confirms via email that law enforcement cannot tell anyone what to talk about. So now we have just put another in the bull crap, right? Because every time CP stated law enforcement told him not to say that, he was lying. And this came in January 10th, 2025 at 10:13 a.m. This came from Detective Brandon Carter from, oh, look at this, Sumner County Sheriff's Office from the what? Criminal Investigation Division. Interesting.
Show us.
It says, we cannot tell anybody not to say anything. The only thing I can say is this is an ongoing criminal investigation. It's the only case I work to present day. So it sounds like Brandon Carter is devoted to the Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers case. And
They said that already, that they had one detective devoted to the case.
Once again, has very much confirmed this is a criminal investigation. Ongoing criminal investigation. Ongoing and criminal investigation. Ongoing criminal investigation. Okay, now that we know that it's an ongoing criminal investigation.
I want to see that email again. Look, what is this? What is she showing? Like, what is this? This is not a receipt, Betty. And look at these people over here with the mic drops. Like what? What kind of receipt is this? Cash and Chopper. I'm definitely not part of the Sebastian Army group. They didn't invite me, because I want to be somewhere so bad.
Going in criminal investigation.
I want to fit in so bad. Fit in where? That's my question. I don't want to fit in with any of y'all. Please stay away from me and keep your subscribers away from my channel too.
Ongoing criminal investigation. Okay, now that we know that it's an ongoing criminal investigation.
And keep BJ's off of my channel too, because what she said yesterday about the white people thing, wow.
And this boy doesn't have that many people in his life. What can we deduct from that information? What can we deduct from that
Oh my
information?
gosh, what are we doing?
That Chris and Katie are persons of interest in being investigated in a criminal investigation. That's what we can
I bet she hasn't washed them sheets in a year.
deduct from
Just
that
saying.
information.
I'm being
That is
petty.
exactly what we can deduct from that information. Why is this not staying put? Feels like it's going to fall over. Hopefully it doesn't fall in my coffee. So there you go. So now we have it in black and white from the detective. Remember, what did he say? Bailey and Carter on the phone? You want to get Bailey and Carter on the phone? What, you want to get Bailey and Carter on the phone? I'm going to tell you, you're not going to do it. You open your mouth one time, you're never going to open it again. I'll guarantee it. Let me call Bailey and Carter.
Who said that like that? Nobody said that like that.
Well, unfortunately, Detective Carter has decided to let the whole world know that this is a criminal investigation and that he ain't telling nobody not to say a damn thing. CP lying, y'all. Does that surprise you? I wish I had my buttons in here, but I don't. I don't have my buttons. You can
go to the Dollar Tree and get you an extra one.
I only have a Delilah and a Lammy. That's all I got. I got a Delilah and I got a Lammy. Okay, that Lammy. Aww. It's mine. She's mine.
Where is the dog? I want to see the dog.
I'll take her from you. She's mine. She's mine. Aw, Lammy. Oh, how sweet.
Oh my God, give that back to the dog.
Oh, okay, she ain't biting. She's like, Mama, give me my Lammy back. Usually she'll pop up and grab Lammy from me, but she just laid down.
And you want her to do that? You want to teach your dog to jump up in your face? That's what you're teaching her, Betty, by doing that. So when she goes around a little kid and they have a toy, she's going to bite them probably to try to get to the toy. I'm just saying that's how just how it goes. You don't train a dog to jump at your face to get a toy. You teach a dog to come to you and sit. I mean, not like my dogs listen, but they don't listen to a lick. They do what they want, but I'm just saying.
Hey, you can have her. I think she's becoming camera shy. I don't know. The only thing that came out of CP's mouth was that Seth was not involved with Sebastian's
Kind of like JLR. No one wants to admit they're with her.
disappearance, and he always on.
I'm being
front row
petty.
cheering Sebastian. Yeah, that did come out. Oh, why am I? I'm telling you, I'm having senior moments here. Okay, I don't know. I was having them all day, and my political, like, I don't know what you call them. Like, we partner up to go do some political stuff, and he was there. I forgot one of my friends' names that I've known for years. I was driving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot Michelle's name. Oh my God. He's like, I'm like, Glenn, I think that was a senior moment. And I keep forgetting this too. Laura Lodge had a very good question. Laura
Lodge can kiss my ass.
Stated, did I save it I might have saved it. I might not have. Give me just a second. I don't know where it's at because he talks about a lot of other stuff besides, hold on, where's the Laura Lodge? There it is. He talks about other stuff besides just Sebastian's case. He's been doing this a long time. He's got different things in the pike at all times. That's why he's so good, right? We don't have a lot of stuff that we talk about until crime cases go. But there was something. It was something Chris said. And he says he felt like Chris just admitted it.
What is he talking about?
I can't find it. Somebody finds it. Let me know.
Oh my God. Can someone look for that for me?
I wonder if I saved it. Let me see if I saved it in my bookmarks.
I have never come on a live and not been prepared. I may seem unprepared because I stumble over my words and stuff, but I'm always prepared. I'm always got my tabs ready. I've always got what I'm going to say next ready. I got my notes written and all the good things. And then you got Betty over here that'll have like 400 or 500 people in her chat and she's just spewing word salad. And then you have other creators that don't talk at all. And they even have more in their chat. I'm going to stop talking to y'all. And that's my dog back there snoring if you can hear. Oh my God, her tongue's sticking out. I got to get a picture. I'll play Betty while I get a picture.
Let's see what's all in my bookmarks. Is it here? I've been putting a lot of stuff in here so I don't forget it. And then I forget to go back and check it out. Oh my. Okay. No, I must not have saved it. I'll have to wait until I find it again. But if you got, oh, wait a minute, who's this? Oh, Kara, love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. She says, thank you, Betty, for all you do. You're a strong woman. We are Sebastian's army. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, love. Thank you. Oh, Chaos is in. Robin, Rod, Starchild, Jackie, Mona, it's nice to see you. Oh, Little Miss South, it's been a while. Good morning, love. I hope you're doing well. Gigi, the real me too. Sonia won't be back for, I don't know when she'll be back. She's got a lot going on for her today. So I hope everybody doesn't forget to keep Sonia in your prayers. Written in the stars. I like that.
Is that all you got, Betty?
Where is it? I know I saw it. It was something. And the Lore Lodge says he believes that was an admission. That was an admission of something with Sebastian.
The Lore Lodge has no credentials, Betty. At least I have a degree, a bachelor's in criminal justice and applied science. I mean, at least I can talk and speak about cases, what happens during a crime scene, what happens during a crime, if there is a crime, if there's not a crime. Betty, there's no crime committed here yet. We don't know. We do not know. But you know what's going to happen? Okay. It's either we're going to find Sebastian lured out somewhere and alive, or, in my opinion, we're going to find him close to home and he wouldn't have made it far and maybe succumbed to, the elements, maybe fell down one of them holes, that caves in the ground. But either way, as soon as we have a conclusion to this case, they're just going to move on. Or if we don't get a conclusion to this case soon and a new case comes out, they're going to leave Sebastian. It's about time. They're about to stop covering it. I can feel it. Hopefully I'm right, because everybody that's covering this case right now, seriously, they're doing it for no other reason than the views. I dare any content creator, I dare you to cover another case, any case. I dare you. Let's see your numbers. Let's see how you do there. And then let's see how long you can stay on that other case before you go back to Sebastian, you know? Oh yeah, her Timu degree. She has a real degree. And it's educational in satire way. I haven't, but I'll go check it out, Chopper. Hey, G says I'm losing brain cells. I know. Yeah, my degree didn't come from the Timu. Betty. Man, she's cray. She's just, she's doing so much wrong in Sebastian's case. She's disseminating information that isn't even factual. What if he does come home? This is on the internet forever. Does she think that this is helping Sebastian at all by talking about his mother? I'm sorry, but I believe that Sebastian and his mother had a great relationship. I do. I think Chris might have been a little bit hard as a stepfather, but I think his intentions were good. Now, then there's Seth. I have not much to say about him. He's come out and he's said a lot of really creepy things. I mean, straight creepy. He's creepy. That's the only way to put it. If I was at a bar, he would be the guy at the end of the bar with his little drink, just stirring his straw, staring at everybody. Like the creepy guy at the end of the bar. That's what he reminds me of. I wonder if they'll have any more, if they're going to have any more vigils. When the next vigil is, you know, since it's winter and all. Oh, Chopper. You had a hard dad too. My dad was easy. I was his little girl. You know what I mean? Shoot. Ooh. I could do no wrong. Like I could literally commit a crime and sit there and my dad could watch me and he'd be like, she didn't do it. Like he had my back, you know, he had my back. But that's all I got for you today. I just wanted to show you this live because I cannot believe anything that she said in this live. I mean, oh my gosh. Chris S8 someone. Chris beat his daughter. SF isn't a real PI. Unscrupulous. You big dum-dum, she says. But thank you for being here. I will be on later, either today or tomorrow we're going to do some channel changes over here. I've been downloading some music because I finally figured out how to do it. And I want to get your opinion. So if you have any opinion on what song you would like to play, it could be a trending song. Like it could be a song by a real artist. Usually I just have to pay for those. Sometimes they won't let me. They'll take the monetization off. But I can get like 21 Pilots. There was a couple other bands that were like pretty decent that I could get for our intro. And, you know, that way we're like getting pumped up whenever we get in here. Cash. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Sorry to the creepy guys at the bar. But thank you guys all for being here. And I'll see you guys all later this evening. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.